to Straight Like That, your go-to channel for honest reviews on products, must-try eats, travel hotspots, and top-notch services. Ready to dive in? Let's get started. All right, so welcome back. Thank you for joining me on this rainy day. As you can tell with the shadow in the back of my background, it is raining, so I do apologize for the lighting, but we're not going to talk about rain today, okay? We're not even going to worry about that weather. We're going to worry about what's in front of me. So I don't know about you, but I'm ready to get into this box. It's been sitting around my home for a while, and yeah, I just need to get into this because I'm gonna be actually using this depending on how well it does. Okay, I've been seeing this across TikTok, and I believe I even come across this product on Amazon as well. So I definitely want to get into this review and show you exactly what I have. Now, I will say before we start this review, this is something that maybe some of you professionals or someone that is in school, this may be a very helpful product, and I'm hoping that it does exactly what I've seen online, because I definitely do travel some and I do need this to work. So anywho, we're gonna go ahead and jump into this review. All right, so I will be posting the price of this down below, so make sure you look out for that if you are interested. I'm going to put this box to the side. All right, so this is what we got. Now I know some of you are like, what in the world? Or some of you are like, oh yeah, I've seen that. This right here is a portable monitor. That's right, a portable monitor. And supposedly you should be able to use it with your computer, with, PlayStation, Switch, whatever type of electronic. I believe even your phone. So I am very, very interested if this thing even works or compatible with my computer. I don't know about some of you, but sometimes I need two screens when I'm traveling, because just working on one screen just doesn't do it for me. And so I need another screen where I can maneuver between both screens. Like if I'm in a work area, I wouldn't necessarily need this if I'm sitting on a plane or something like that, because of course I'm not gonna have enough room. But like if I get to my hotel room, or if I'm just, wanting to set up like in a library or something like that, I believe something like this would be very, very, very much like useful. So anywho, I'm going to go ahead and bust this open and we're gonna see what's inside. All right, so I did get the plastic off. I did want to show you some of the information they have on the back. I believe some of the information, and don't know if you see the rest, but it just gives you an idea of what you can do with this. So I am going to open this box as carefully as possible, because of course we don't want to mess up the screen. And let's see here. Let's go ahead and open it up. Voila! And so, of course, it comes with a manual, right? So we got a manual. All right. And then it gives you, I believe, the setup instructions. So this is how the instructions are looking right now. So if you had to set this up, pause the screen, do what you have to do, or pause the video, excuse me, and yeah, do what you gotta do. Some stuff on the back as well. Don't forget to flip it over. And let's go ahead and pull this out. And it looks like we got some cords under here. So we have an HDMI, and we have a USB-C to USB, USB-C cord. Is there anything else in here? I don't believe so. We're gonna put this to the side. All right, let's pull this on out the plastic. All right, so it looks like it already has a cover. And so let's open it up. Now this is magnetic. So yes, I believe this does come with a cover. It has this protective sheet. Remove that. And here we are. So it almost has like that iPad type of cover. You know how you take it and you fold it, you know, place it in there with the little creases. So it does come with a cover. And so on the side, let's just take a look. On the side, it has a power button. It looks like volume, settings, headphones. Stick your headphone. HDMI is on the other side. It has like a screen that has like a lightning bolt. So 2 of those. So I'm assuming that hooks up to some other screens. So that's one side, right? And then here is the other side. Okay? And so, and we have some, like the speakers here at the top. Oh, and it comes off as well, as you can tell. So maybe I can show you a little bit more better. Got some speakers right here. Okay. And at the bottom, as you can tell, we have, I believe, those that go into those little slots. So far so good. Let's turn this thing on and see how it looks. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and set this up. Right now, I do have my Mac, and we are going to hook the Mac up to this monitor. And so I am going to be, actually, I gotta put, yeah. So I'm gonna be using this one for my Mac, the USB-C, and see how this does. Okay, so hooking it up to this side, and I'm gonna bring this around the back of my laptop and hook this into the other side. Okay, and so automatically it comes on. See that? So this is pretty much, sorry for the glare, but pretty much this is what it looks like when you hook it up to your laptop. And so it asked me if I want to set the brightness up. You can set the brightness up if that's what you choose to do. It just was there and it disappeared. Okay. And so let's see here. We have a couple of options. All right. So you have, let's see here. So for the power button, that has the little curve. Sorry guys. So the power button that's on the side that has like that little loop-de-loop beside it, right? So for that one, you would just press the button for 5 seconds to turn it off, and then short press on the menu to go back to the previous step. So let's just experiment and just see what it does. So let's turn it back around to you. So let's hit it once, and let's see, what is that? Type 1, type 2, and then HDMI. So it gives you some options there. And it doesn't really specify what those options are right now. There is a power indicator light. Where's that at? Power indicator light. Obviously, it's not going to be on this side. All the options are on the right side of the screen. So let's see here. That was the power. Oh, and that's how you scroll with the, there's a little scroll on the side, like a little scrolly thing right up under the power button, and that's how you go up and down. So, oh, here we go. Or let's see, what are we messing with? We are messing with the volume right now. So right now we're messing with the volume. We're going down, we're going up. I'm pressing it in. It went away. Let's press it in again. And then we have some other options. And the other options is brightness, contrast, eco, sharpness, DCR, and all that good stuff. So you can also, so a lot of these options is going to be under the button that says OSD, the little turny button, and I believe that's volume again. Yep. And then going, let's see, press. I'm pressing in. Once again, that's volume. So yeah, so this one, when you see it, it has like a little scrolly button on the side. That is what's gonna have your options. All right, so let's see here. We using, let's see, we're in the port. You can use your headphones, which I've already showed you that. And then the multi-function key. So that button that I was messing with, that's under the power button, is called the multi-function key. It says press in the middle to display the menu and then scroll up and down to navigate the menu, okay? And then the power indicator is between the power button and the what is it called? The multi-function key. It's blue. So it's just letting me know with the light, the LED light, it is on, okay? And so I'm just looking through everything, making sure that I don't miss anything, that we kind of go over everything before we start messing with this. And like I said, you should be able to hook it up to your phone. You should be able to, let's see here. You should be able to use it on your PC, your PlayStation, your Switch, and it tells you in this, user manual exactly where that would be. And so, or what cord to use, what cord to use. So let's see here. I believe that's it. So yeah. The user manual is going to give you a lot of options. So once again, we're just going to press on this. And let me see, for an example, let's go to brightness. Okay. So I clicked on, let's see, brightness. Let's click. Okay. So you press in, and then right now I'm going down, right? So it's really dark right now. Really, really dark. Going up, and you see how bright it makes it. Really, really bright. Okay. So I'm just going to bring it down to, I don't know, 50 maybe. Just experimenting here. And so I'm going to press back in, and then it goes off. Go down, contrast, eco, standard. I'm going to keep it on standard, sharpness. I really don't want to mess with that. So yeah, you can mess with the options, see what's going to be more suitable for you, right? So right now I'm going to, okay, so that's gone. So right now I'm going to set this up to show you how it's supposed to look in between two screens. So I'll be right back. So I had to get up from my seat so I could show you this. So right now I have two windows up, and as you can tell, there's two, right? So I'm moving it around. And say for instance, I'm like, okay, you know what? I don't want to have these, screens just on one screen. Like I just don't want one browser on one screen. So I want to move this to another screen. So all you have to do is drag this over. Oops. Let's go this way. It's because how I have it set up. So let me go this way. All right. And so actually can go this way, but it's like how I have my screen set up right now, or how I have my computer and screen showing. So you can put it over here. You can do what you got to do, make it bigger, bring that back in, and then you're working off of two screens, right? So you don't have to keep everything on one screen. And this screen is actually bigger than this screen. Don't ask me what size this is. This is, all I can tell you, it's a MacBook Air. If you know anything about any MacBook Airs, you already know how small the screen can be. But this screen over here is actually bigger than this one, which is okay, because actually the computer I'm going to be using this with is going to be a little bit more bigger than this one. So it works fine, as you can tell. Let's see if we can type something in here. Let's look up dogs. All right. So look, isn't that awesome? And it's very clear. I can see exactly what I'm looking for, what I'm looking at. There's no issues, there's no glitching. If I want to make this, brighter, I can, as you can tell by the options that was provided. And yeah, I mean, so far so good. So far so good. I really like it. It's almost like having another computer right beside this computer. And I really like that. I like that it feels like I have another computer screen. And basically this is really all this is. And so, like I said, it works great. Like I said, how I have it set up right now is a little confusing because this is initially not how I had it set up, but because I had to turn the screens around, it's just a little different. And so I can bring it back over, as you can tell. Here's my mouse. Okay, boom, right? So definitely I would say it's user-friendly. It's nothing too difficult. You just hook your cords up to your computer and go from there. I mean, that's it. That is it. That is all. That's all you need to do. And so I believe the screen also comes with a 1-year warranty as well. I believe that's the manufacturer warranty. So if something should happen, you should be able to contact the manufacturer and get that situated. And so the cord, as you can tell, this is how long the cord is. So it's not real long, but it's long enough. All right, it's long enough to be right beside your computer. So be careful how you snatch on it. And so, yeah, I'm pretty impressed. I am pretty impressed about the quality. I'm happy so far. I hope that this thing lasts forever. And actually, let's try one other thing. Let's see if the speakers work on this thing, right? Because what's the point of having speakers if it doesn't work? So, let's see.
Listing your vacation rentals on Booking.com opens the door to more guests.
All right, so right now I do hear it coming from my computer, but let me walk over here. Okay, so I don't hear anything coming out of here. So that's pretty interesting. That's pretty interesting. I hear it coming out of my computer, but I don't hear it coming out of here. So maybe it could be what you have it hooked up to. I'm assuming. I'm not for sure. But that is pretty interesting that it's not coming out of this. But let's close this. Okay, so if we close it, it just like goes black screen. Let's see, that is pretty interesting. So that's something that I'm gonna have to probably figure out, because I was assuming that you could use the speakers here, but like I said, it could be because of what it's hooked up to a computer that already has speakers. So there you go. Okay, so all right, that is interesting. Still a good item. It's just, like I said, I'm gonna have to play with it and see what's going on with that, because it could just depend on what device you have it hooked up to. But so far, so good. Like I said, I really do like it. So yeah. All right, so one other thing, if you do have an Apple computer, go to your settings, go to displays, and you can actually change how the screen looks. Like, let me just show you. You can change like the rotation. So if you go to displays, you head down, you go to rotation, I'm going to put 90 degree. So you can actually change this to a 90-degree angle. So as long as you have like a stand, instead of having like the side-by-side screen that I gave you just now, that presentation of it, you can actually have it elongated and look at it that way. You would just need a stand to have it standing up this way. And let's do 180 degrees. This is what 180 degrees, so it's like upside down, really. And then this is what 270 degree angle looks. So once again, like I would have to turn it all the way upside down. But let's go back to standard. Okay, so we're back at standard, and standard is basically where we were in the beginning. So that is a nice feature. Windows is a little bit more different, but that's how you do it on an Apple computer if you want to change the rotation of the screen. All right. So another awesome thing to know. And yeah, I'm just making sure that, and also you can identify your screens too on your computer. So do know that you have that option as well. You can have one screen display is number 1, this is number 2, or you have this is number 1 and this is number 2. However you want to do that. If you used to working off of computers, you know what I'm talking about. You can identify which one is number 1 and number 2, number 2, number 1, you know. But anywho, just wanted to share that. All right, so I hope that you enjoyed today's review. This monitor, it's really, really nice. The size of it is very ideal. I want to say it's like a size 17-inch, 15. I forgot. I want to say it's a 15. Maybe it's 16. Don't quote me, but I will put that information down below in the description box so you'll know exactly what size I got. But I really, really love this screen, and I feel like it wasn't really that expensive compared to some of the screens I've come across on like Amazon. And so I really, really would highly suggest getting this monitor. Now, the longevity of it, I will be keeping an eye on that because I want to see if this thing lasts for a long time, because you get what you pay for, right? But I believe the quality is okay. And this HDMI cord, I won't have to use it for my Apple, but probably my other computer I'm gonna have to use the HDMI. I believe the HDMI is more of your Windows if you're planning to use it on like another computer. But I'm really satisfied with this. The screen didn't come bust up or anything like that. No fingerprints. It doesn't look like it's been reused or refurbished. Thank you. And so I want to say that it came in a pretty, like, it didn't take long. I want to say it took me about a week maybe to get my screen. And now I don't know if the cost has gone up since the tariffs or whatever. I'm not for sure. However, I got it probably just at the right time. But yeah, I really, really like this screen. I think it would be helpful if, like I said, if you're going traveling, if you're in school, if the kiddos need some entertainment in the back and want to play some games or something while you're on a road trip, who knows? But I think this would be ideal. And like I said, I still need to like play with the speakers and see how that works. I'm not for sure. I haven't come across that information yet. However, I'm pretty sure at some point I'll find that information as well. And if you have any questions about the speakers later on, just let me know in the comments and I'll try to provide that information to you so you're not lost like I am right now. But yeah, I hope that this is something that may be interesting to you, and let me know like if there's other electronics or whatnot you want to see. But yeah, thanks for tuning in to Straight Like That. If you enjoyed today's review, please make sure to hit that like button, subscribe, and turn on those notifications so you'll never miss another update. And also make sure to drop a comment below letting me know what you would like for me to review next time. And until next time, keep exploring and stay awesome. Bye guys.